Hi friends, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year! I wish you all an abundant, beautiful, prosperous, and healthy new year. So in today's video, I will be sharing with you my January 2022 minimalist bullet journal setup. Since this is going to be the first setup of the year, I want to lay down some basics. I want to answer some frequently asked questions. If you want to skip this part, not to worry, here is the timestamp to the bullet journal setup. You can also check out timestamps on the play bar and in the description box. And now allow me to address three important things. Number one, the bullet journal. So for the next few months, since I go through a bullet journal every few months, I will be using the Leuchtturm 1917 dotted notebook in size A5 in the color Warm Earth. It's 80 grams per square meter, so if you are not a fan of ghosting, then this paper quality may not be for you. I actually highly recommend using the Leuchtturm 1917 in collaboration with the bullet journal brand notebook. And this is edition 2 in the color Blush. It is 120 grams per square meter, and so really high quality, thick paper. I actually would have gotten this one again, but my city doesn't have any in stock, so I'm just gonna use what we have in store. If you have any notebook brands that you would recommend, please leave a comment down below because I would love to hear your suggestions. I have been using Leuchtturm for years now, and that's just because I'm a creature of habit, but I am very much open to trying out new brands. Number 2, stationery. So what I really use in all of my bullet journal setups are pens, whiteout, a ruler, and stamps and a stamp pad. As you know on this channel, I like to keep things as simple and minimalist as possible. For pens, I just use the Muji gel pens in black. I have a 0.38 millimeter one for general text, and then I have a 0.7 millimeter one for headers. For my stamps and stamp pad, this is from AliExpress, but I don't recommend buying from that site. It was honestly an impulse buy, so if you know a better place that sells really good quality stamps, please hook your girl up. And lastly, number 3, spreads. When it comes to setting up a new bullet journal, I know a lot of bullet journalers out there like to set up a future log, a monthly log, a weekly log, and even a daily log, and then some collection spreads. Now, I want to say, for me, I do not set up a future log. And I also don't set up a lot of collection spreads, whatever you would call them. Like, you know, other spreads that have nothing to pertain with scheduling and organizing. And if you are looking for permission to not set up a future log, let's say, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. If you find yourself in a place where you see everyone else setting up these kind of spreads, but you don't feel drawn to using them, and you don't even find them useful to begin with, then please don't force yourself to do something just because the majority is doing it. Just because society and culture tells you to do something doesn't mean you gotta do it. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm preaching about something else. But anyways, what I'm saying is, it's your bullet journal, so it's your rules. And another really important thing is that what I show you in this video is what I do personally at the moment. Therefore, please do take what resonates and leave out what doesn't. What I'm showing you in this video is just something to hopefully spark your inspiration so that you can create spreads that perfectly suit your needs. And now, without further ado, let's begin the setup. Hello, welcome to the setup. So as you can tell, I am joining you in the corner of the screen, and that is because I thought this would be a relaxed and fun way for me to hang out with you as we journal together. The first spread I'm gonna do is a monthly log. So I'm gonna stamp out the header here. I will stamp out January. And then since I do a linear calendar, I will use 2 columns on the left side here to write out the dates of the month and then the days of the week. Alrighty, this is what my monthly log looks like so far. As you can see, I have drawn a line in between every week because my weeks start Monday and end on Sunday. This is just for me to look at so I can differentiate what's happening between weeks. It's just something I like to do. And at the bottom, I have a note section. This is where I can write any gentle reminders for the month or for the month ahead. So this is like my little future log. If I have an appointment in February, this is where I would write it. Now moving on to the next page, I normally do a monthly intention, monthly goals, and a tarot card of the month. But for this year, or at least for the time being, I am drawn to do something else. I don't feel like the monthly goals or the monthly intention or the tarot thing resonates with me anymore. I just felt like I was doing it because that's something I've always been doing, and I feel called to do something else. I'm going to be using this page as my monthly habit tracker because I normally shy away from habit trackers, but for the month of December, I've been using one and it has changed my life. And this is because I've had a mindset shift when it comes to habit trackers. At first, I was really overwhelmed with habit tracking because I would give myself so many habits, or I would fixate on the fact that I didn't complete a habit, or I would fixate on the fact that I had all these habits in the future I had to do. And that was just way too overwhelming for me, and it made me feel really unmotivated and depressed that I could not live the life I wanted to live. So instead, I focused on how each day is an opportunity for me to better myself. So every day when I wake up, I ask myself, what can I do today to make today even better? And a way for me to make today better is to complete my habits. And so I look at my habit tracker as purely just the day that I have going on. Yes, it's a big chart, but what I have right now is today, this present moment. So today, what do I need to do? I need to wake up, I need to freshen up, and then I cross them out accordingly. And I don't bully myself or chastise over the fact that I did not complete a habit. It's okay to miss. And this is what my December habit tracker looks like. Let me show it to you. As you can see, I've completed actually a lot, and it's really satisfying to look at it now just because, you know, the month is ending, but just to know that each day I've woken up and I've chosen to complete the habits, it's a very gratifying feeling. This is what my night habits look like. Instead of having two separate habit trackers, one morning routine and one night routine, I will just combine them both as one entire table and call it a January habit tracker. And this is what my monthly log looks like. And as you can see from the habit tracker, I made a bit of a mistake with calculating, but not to worry. I don't have to rip the page out. I can just put white out over it and try again. Let me just give you a quick rundown of my habits. Here on the y-axis, I have all the habits I will be tracking for this month. And then on the x-axis, I have the dates of the month. So from January 1st till the 31st. The habits I will be tracking are waking up before 8 a.m., praying and reading the Bible. Reading the Bible and studying the Bible is something I've been doing recently. It's been a really enlightening activity for me. And I guess, side note, I grew up Christian and then I became kind of irreligious, is that a word? like somewhat agnostic, and I've dabbled in other religions like Buddhism and the various kinds of Buddhism. I studied Buddhism in university. I've kind of been, a bit all over the place. I've dabbled in New Age as well, and I'm coming home to Christianity at the moment. And I know it's a heated topic, but I hope that in my transparency and my honesty, you can respect that. Anyways, so we have that. Freshen up just means, brushing my teeth, washing my face. I always take my vitamin D supplements, and then I have physical activity. So I've been doing yoga every single day. I like to stretch, and I like to keep my body moving. And then I have my prayer journal. This is where I write out my prayers. My bullet journal, so this guy, and then I have my Bible study. I have daily tidying, so at the end of the day, when everything is done, I tidy up my workspace, so I reset and I have everything ready for the next day. And then I shower, I do my skincare, I do a leisure activity, so I might watch an episode of a TV show, I might read, I might art journal. I just make sure to include something that I enjoy doing that has nothing to do with work. And then I wrap up my bullet journal, so I wrap up my daily log, I pray, and then I go to bed before 12:30. I know that there's a lot of praying that's going on, and it might sound like a lot for somebody who doesn't practice praying, but I've been praying all my life, and I find that it's my way of communicating and talking and working through things and feeling not so alone in whatever season I'm in my life. And lastly, I have notes. This is where I can write any comments about the habit tracker, like what I like about it, what I don't like about it, what I want to adjust, so that for February, I have a more improved and better version of the habit tracker. The next spread is going to be a content creation spread. This one you definitely don't have to do. I'm still figuring this one out myself since I am easing myself back into making YouTube videos. But really, I am just leaving these 2 pages blank for me to have a space to brain dump, brainstorm video ideas for January. What I will be including is actually this little calendar. I bought this from Muji. You totally can make your own calendar. I foolishly decided to spend the money on buying a little post-it calendar. So I will glue this in here, and then I will just leave the rest of the space for me to brainstorm. If you have any video ideas, video suggestions, things you want me to make a video about, please do let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. The last spread I will be doing for this setup is my rolling weekly and my daily log spread. So usually when it comes to rolling weekly spreads, I designate 4 pages for the entire month, but I'm gonna try something different this year. And what I'm gonna do is I will designate the left side for a rolling weekly, and then on the right side and for the continuing pages, I will have my daily log. So instead of having all my rolling weeklies in one place, I will have one rolling weekly spread and then my daily logs. And then when the next week begins, I will have yet another rolling weekly and then all my daily logs, and then so on and so forth. This is what my rolling weekly and daily log looks like. For the rolling weekly, at the top here, I have the days of the week, so Monday to Sunday, and then I have the dates, so the 3rd to the 9th. The reason why I don't have the 1st and the 2nd of January here is because that would be on the previous rolling weekly. And this area right here is where I write out all my to-dos, and then here is where I designate which to-do goes on what day. Now for the daily log, what's changed is that since I've been taking a break and I've been easing myself back into work, I don't have as many to-dos as I usually do. So instead of doing a full page daily log, I usually do a half page daily log. Or sometimes when it permits, I will do a full page. It really depends. I'm going with the flow. There's nothing set in stone for me. What I normally do now is I stamp out the header, I have the to-do. I usually have gratitude, but I've moved my gratitude practice into my prayer journal. And then I do wins of the day. So I list out 3 things, 3 highlights of the day. And then I have a little section for tomorrow. So I write down anything that I need to remember to do tomorrow. When I start my day, I don't have all the headers written out. I only have up to here, this much. And then I'll write however many to-dos I need to do. And then at the end of the day, I will write out wins of the day and tomorrow. And the next day, if there is enough space, I will do the next day's daily log. So this is what it would look like from my December. You can tell that, there was more space in one than the other. I'm really organically doing this. Whatever happens, happens. So yeah, this is what it would end up looking like. I have no idea if I'm gonna keep up with this. Maybe I'll go back to single page daily logs. Maybe I'll only do half page daily logs. I have no idea. At the end of the day, I'm trying this all out and I'm figuring it out as I go. And that's the beauty of the bullet journal system. And that is it. That is the end of my bullet journal setup. This is the bare minimum. I'm sticking to the basics. I am only doing spreads that I know I will definitely use. I'm doing no more than that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if you want to check out more bullet journal content, whether that be tips, tricks, advice, spread ideas, please do check out my bullet journal playlist I've made. It is linked in the cards as well as in the description box. As always, thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. I truly do wish you all the best. I hope that this year will be a really lovely year. I really do hope that. And stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!